But anyway, we've got ourselves our own F1 racing today, and that is, in fact, going to be... The Williams team is traveling to Hungary and Belgium. And I love, like I said, I love Spa. Love it so much. And in fact, I think that with the built-up car, we should have a much better time at Spa compared to seasons past. Hungary is still obviously going to be Hungary, but we're going to give it the best shot that we can. As far as the R&D tree goes, we have officially stopped all development. We are holding everything out. Yes, I'm going to be taking over the Mercedes seat. That's exactly it. Yeah, Frankie, Mick Schumacher, it's like 99.99999% confirmed that Mick is going to Haas. Because it was all a factor of Mick is going to Haas, who is coming along with him, and it just turned out that it's Nikita Mazepin because his dad, much like with Latifi's dad and Stroll's dad, own multi-billion-dollar companies that they can then funnel money into that F1 team. So Haas, in need of some money to keep running the F1 team, made the best choice financially. Maybe not the best choice driver-wise, but the best choice financially, bringing up Mazepin into the Haas team. So yeah, it's going to be Mazepin and Schumacher at that Haas side. But as I said before, we are just stopping all development here on the development tree, holding on to the R&D points until the regulations come down. But overall, still room for growth. As you can see, we got 4 things left to build out before we max the Spec 2 facility of the Aero. Plenty of things that could help boost our Aero package for next season. And we've got 5 things left to develop here before we max out Spec 2 of the chassis. Once again, could very well boost our chassis up to like top 3 on the grid, and the Aero could definitely push us to the top half. But like I said, holding off on all development until we get the confirmation that regulations will come down at the US Grand Prix, and then just holding on to it. Yeah, I think that they may ask for George Russell, but Williams is more likely going to say no. Like, the only reason why I agree with you that Russell might not be the choice is because of the fact that Williams wants to keep a hold of Russell, just so they can see the season out. Yes, replace the gearbox. We saw Maldonado, Grosjean, and Magnussen in F1. How bad could it be to see Mazepin? I mean, we also are seeing Nicholas Latifi, so... Yeah, currently, Nicholas Latifi. Alright, so what do we got here for the Hungarian Grand Prix? Unfortunately, it is going to be a pretty dry Grand Prix. Sunny throughout qualifying and partly cloudy throughout the race, which, I mean, it's going to be, you know, better. Of course, better. Keegan, thank you very much for the raid and the host, sir. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. So, obviously, going to be a much better than, well, wait, than the alternative, of course, being a very wet race, because I've had wet Hungarian races before, and they have just been garbage, and I'd rather not them be garbage going forward. Looks like it is going to be cloudy out here for the...
I've had a chat with Carl about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay.
Yeah, he is just incredibly slow, but that still is the case, that, you know, he's being a slow driver. He's not really competitive. Also, as I'm speaking with you, I need to go and change the setup for Hungary. Because, of course, I always change this up on the fly. We're changing things up as we're going along. So, with that being said, let's knock your setups. And of course, if you want to figure out what setups I am using, they are on Sarancia's Discord. Just type in !setups, and you will get the list of his version 4 that I am about to be setting up here specifically for the Hungarian and the Spa Grand Prix. Yes, I know, I haven't done them in advance. I'm doing this day of. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get everything done. How have I been? I've been doing okay. Can't complain. So, Hungary, instead of 710, it is 611. Interesting there. And then I believe it was 5060. Yep, 5060. Suspension geometry, like default suspension geometry now is 2.5, 1.8, 0.5, and 2.0 for camber and toe. That looks to be your default. 1.9 for front and rear. ARB, you have a 6 for the front and then a 10 for the rear, so that's the same. Front ride height is a 1, rear ride height is a 3. Brakes, I don't know why I didn't set my brakes all the way up to 100. That's pretty strange. Normally never do that. And front brake bias to 55. Tires should be the same. And just quick glance, they are the same. So let me save this. Under New Hungary, if I can actually spell Hungary. And there we go. Alright, Frankie, take care. You have a wet Hungarian race ahead of you? Jesus, good luck. I've never been a fan of wet races in general, but wet Hungary is always a thorn in my side. Because it makes the rough back sector, or the rough back half of the race, even worse. Wow, my floor is just crunching against the ground. Oh, I should not go up into 8th there. Coming down into turn 2, I should not be going into 8th. And then this should be 4th, stay off the concrete. 3rd gear through the chicane. Really? Alright, we're good, we're good. And this is where I lose it. This is where I always lose my run. It's the second half of the track past the chicane. Yeah, I guess I could go 3rd gear through there. I'm always scared going 3rd gear through there. However, I should go 3rd gear through here. I was going to say, 3rd gear through that second to last turn, it always seems to me like I just don't carry enough speed, and the revs, to me, feel like they just drop too low in order to keep it in 3rd gear, which is why I drop it down to 2nd. Maybe, though, maybe I should keep it in 3rd, just so it's smoother, a little smoother going through the turn. And same thing with the turn before. Maybe I should keep it in 3rd, just so it's smoother. So if I do have to get on the accelerator and just jam it down, I won't suffer that wheel spin. So maybe 3rd gear through those 2 turns probably will get the job done. Ah, it's a league race. Gotcha. Well, best of luck to you there, doggy. But anyway, Keegan, like I said, I'm doing fine. Hope you're doing fine. Alright. 3rd gear. Yeah, admittedly, that was a lot smoother than just dropping it down to 2nd. Maybe that could be the way to go. Not too sure about turn 1, though. I think that I need to drop it down into 2nd for turn 1. Just because of how tight it is. Oh, shit. Can never find the right apexes here. It's basically qualifying for the league. Gotcha. So when do you race? Do you race today as well, or what?
Program complete.
Just to make sure you're not a Maldonado in virtual racing. For I understand. So you're qualifying, but then are you racing right afterwards? Basil Boom, thanks for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. Okay, so it is qualification, then the race right after. Sorry, you just made it sound like that you were qualifying only. Yeah, let's do the full experience of driving an F1 league. You qualify the day before, and then race the next day. Okay, so just don't do what I do. You're gonna run the track while watching me do the Hungarian race. Just don't do what I do, and you should be fine. Because if you're gonna look for pointers at the Hungary race, I am not your guy. I'm notoriously bad at Hungary, which is, as I've said before, if I wanted to do a 16-race season, I would remove Hungary. Personally, I would be removing Hungary. Alright, that wasn't the best. Oh, stay off cement. Apexed early.
Okay.
See, that has always been my problem, and I keep trying to correct it, but I don't do it often. Is I turn in too shallow and apex too early, so when I'm coming out of the turn, I'm like right up against the outside line or outside wall, depending, so I have to slow down even more. It's just a bad habit of mine to try and cut the corner so much that I just end up screwing myself over. Yeah, it certainly seems like that third gear in the two spots that I normally went second gear through seems a lot smoother. So I'll remember that for the actual race. So how's everyone been doing since last we met yesterday? We're finally in the last month of this year. 31 more days until this crazy year is out, but shit, with the way things have been going though, I don't expect it to stop anytime soon. Just gotta keep safe out there. Everything will be fine. Can you believe it's already December though? It honestly felt like this year just flew.
Program complete.
Oh, Barnsley won tonight, Tykesman. Good on for you. Everton is not looking all that great. Oh, Liverpool did end up winning against Ajax. I didn't watch the end of the match. In fact, I didn't watch the match at all. I was just trying to, keep up on scores. That was all. And the last time I saw the score was, it was still 0-0. And Sarancia, you can for sure confirm it's the flu and it wasn't COVID? Alright, yeah, well, here's hoping then. No, what's Klopp moaning about? Can't take the chicanes too wide. Shit. That was terrible. Oh, I'm sure I could be quicker without the race line. It's more of a fact that I'm still not comfortable with driving these tracks. I am going to try and make it a mission to dump the race line. In fact, I'm going to try and dump it by the start of next year. Start 2021, I mean. God damn it. It's all about, especially some of these areas where I don't really know marks to figure out where my braking point should be. Like some of these turns that don't have meter boards to help me out where my braking point should be. I don't know, that's just me, though. Because, like I said, before I started playing this game 7 months ago, I knew nothing of half of these tracks. Like, Australia, Bahrain, China, Hungary. Never knew what they looked like, never knew how to drive them. So that's why I had the driving line on, the full driving line originally. But then after a little while, I made it so it was just the corners only. As I felt like I had my confidence built up. And I am feeling my confidence get better and better. Not by much, but better, a little better each time. To the point where I might just knuckle up and say, hey, let's just take off all of the driving lines and go race like that. See how well or how poor I do. Oh, Klopp was moaning about December fixtures? Gotcha. That's such an awkward spot to start your DRS zone coming out of a turn. And coming out of a very high downforce turn, too. That's such an awkward spot to put the start of the DRS. Ah, come on. Can never get the right speed through these corners. Broke too much instead of coasting there. You cut your finger open while cooking, dude.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hope you took care of yourself. And also, one Angel tier. Thank you very much for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, Orbit, I see what you're talking about. Look for the apex in every turn. That should give you an idea as to where to brake. Right here before the chicane, it looked like that the meter board of the 50 meter board probably would be the best place to brake there. Hey, what's going on, Wolf?
Okay.
That last turn don't need to brake as hard as I do for the 2 turns previously. That one I can kind of just tap the brake and then coast around it. While also trying to keep a little with the acceleration up. And I think that's it. We're good on practice. Yeah, I don't have anything like that to keep my knife sharp. I don't have like I don't have a sharpening stone or anything like that to keep my kitchen knife sharp. So I should probably invest in that. What AI level am I driving? 95, sir. 95. Well, actually, I practice at 90, and I qualify and race at 95. Okay, what's my engine looking like? Okay. And at this point in time, I have separate practice and race engines, which I'm looking at my energy store. My energy store is looking like my energy store needs to be swapped out as soon as possible. But I think at this point in time, I'm not going to make wholesale engine changes until the Singapore Grand Prix. Because I could take a last place grid penalty. I could take, you know, a brand new engine all at once at Singapore, and I'd be okay with that. Because it's more so trying to keep up at Russia, at Japan, at Mexico, at Brazil. Those other tracks that I think that I could do well at. I'd rather take the grid penalties at Singapore all at once, so that I can have a good enough engine to last me throughout the rest of the season. And at this point in time, with the durability that I have instilled in my tree, I'm actually surprised, knock on wood, I'm actually surprised I have not had yet to take a brand new engine part, at least once. So that's just with all those durability upgrades that I had that helped me out with my engine wearing down less and less. Yeah, I don't know where I got it from. I got it as a gift. It's a Pampered Chef brand. So I don't know where you get Pampered Chef from aside from their website. I don't know what stores actually sell them off. So maybe they don't need to, you know, keep continuous sharpening. Maybe it's fine as it is. Alright, Hungary. What do we got here? Nothing there. Forecast is still the same. Yeah, like I said, just taking a look at the map, and I've showed you this before. It's basically once that kink comes, as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what, turn 7 is where that chicane is? Roughly turn 7. It's like everything past turn 7, that's pretty much my weak spot. Because I can't really get through this meandering path on the back end until then I get to the hard braking zone and hairpin. Then I can figure that shit out. But everything from the kink up to that hard braking zone, that's where my mind just blows up and I have no idea what to do. That's always been my problem in Hungary, and I can never seem to get a line down through those turns. I can never get this. It's not that I can't get the line down. I can't get the speed down. I can't get the turn down. I can't get all of it down. That's been my problem. Alright, so we're good there. Yep, we're still running on that. Alright. Let's do some flyers. Pampered Chef ain't bad. Still can get away with a cheap sharpener. No sense in learning whetstone sharpening. That's what it's called, a whetstone. And actually on this max fuel mixture for qualifying, I could probably get away with 4th gear through that last turn. Oh no! Damn it. I revved it a bit too much. Doesn't feel fast if you're trying to drive safe. Is that where I'm getting at? Once again, I entered in too shallow. Yeah, it's always my problem with turn-ins. I always feel like I enter in too shallow. And I know I enter in too shallow. I need to get out of that. I need to get out of that stigma, out of that mindset of trying to cut the corner, because I'm not driving in Forza when I'm driving here. I need to get out of that where I can just cut the corner, because I can't do that. I just lose all my speed. Alright, so how am I right now? I'm currently 7th, but how bad is it going to be by the end of it? Do I have motion? I don't know what you mean by that, Angel Tier. Alright, so I'm just under the cutoff by, what's that? Or now not anymore.
If you want to know
2
specific
tenths.
information or make
Maybe
certain
3
changes
tenths.
to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what you want over the radio. Press and hold the radio button to activate the system, and you can either speak the command or select it manually from the radio.
So I'm just a little over 2 tenths off. If I want to get into the safe zone, more than likely you need to get 3 tenths or faster. know exactly where I need to make up the time, too. Where I always need to make up the time. It's always past the kink. Oh, damn it. Thought I was going so well up to that point. Well, clearly I wasn't. Clearly I didn't. It was green all the way up until that last bit. I had a green time delta all the way up until like those last 4 turns. God damn it. Starting 18th. Hey, Broad Raider. How you doing, bud? Fuck's sake. Well, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So we're going to be starting 18th. Just need to get a good driving line throughout the race, and we'll drive it well. George Russell, though, qualifying to Q2. Let's see how he does. But outside of myself not making it, Giovinazzi, Gasly, Raikkonen, and Grosjean also not making it.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
Could be an opportunity to change parts. I mean, I could.
Would you say it is your biggest rival at the moment?
Who do I want to have as my rival? I'm not going to say any of the Mercedes guys. I also don't want to say any of the Ferrari guys, honestly. We'll say Vettel. Fuck it. Say Sebastian Vettel's my rival. Whatever.
You won't be starting at the front of the pack. Interesting result today. Would you say that you're happy with your performance?
Nah, we could do better.
What exactly was it you weren't happy with?
None of that.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, but Sarantia, that means then I'm going to be taking a brand new parts one more time during the season, and that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to just do it once at Singapore. But hey, if I just take a brand new engine here, yeah, you're right, I start dead last, so it's not like it matters.
Obviously, I expected a better session, but these things happen
we could
from
do
time
that.
to time. Try to make up for it in the race.
So I'm just taking a look at, this is what we got as far as our engine parts. Our ICE, obviously, number 1 is dead. Number 2 is at 51%, and honestly, at this point in time, not really all that worth it to do it. But ICE number 3, we're at 24%. I would think that if I took another one, both of those ICEs would last me until the end of the season, and I'd be fine with that. MGUKs. First one is dead. Second one's at 45. I could actually get one more race out of 45, but I'm going to be using that as my practice MGUK. And then my third one is at 16. My MGUH, my first one actually isn't dead. I could keep using that as my practice one. My MGUH, I could definitely get one more race out of. So MGUH, I'm not too worried about. Energy Store, though, definitely there needs to be a new one. because the first one is super dead and the second one's at 35%. So yeah, energy store, we're definitely gonna, get a new one there. Turbocharger, the first one's just about dead. Second one probably is got one more race left in it. Third one is, well, could be better. And then as far as the control electronics go, I think control electronics are fine for the rest of the season. Because if I have one that is 50% used and another that's 9% used, and we're more than halfway through the season, that means that the control electronics are probably going to be used up like 50% or more for both of them by the end of the season. So I don't need to pick up another control electronics. Just trying to think, what else do I want to take right now? I mean, you would think probably take another ICE. Take a brand new ICE, that would help. Brand new ICE, brand new energy store. Do I want to just say fuck it and take brand new engine parts? Yeah, I think we'll just do that. I know I was mulling it over, but we might as well just take a brand new engine and go into this. Alright, 35 laps around Hungary, a track that I am not a big fan of, but we're going to have to do it anyway, starting in dead last place with a brand new engine.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of the Formula One World Championship. We don't expect too many retirements at this track. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher. He made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. We're northeast of Budapest for the race today at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult.
Oh, I believe it, Sarancia.
Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the...
I mean, that goes without saying, right?
Let's take a quick look at the grid lineup.
Brand new engine for Spa and Monza, the two fastest tracks on the circuit.
The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Carlos Sainz, and Ricciardo, Norris, Albon, Ocon, and Daniel Kvyat, Russell, Leclerc, Kevin Magnussen, and Stroll.
Leclerc took a grid penalty.
Gasly, Kimi Raikkonen, and Roman Grosjean, Perez, and O'Brien. Now, it's all
160 place grid penalty because I swapped out my engine after Parc Ferme.
Back of the grid. Let's see if we can push on from here.
So, back of the grid. Yeah, I know, right? So, here's the thing. Obviously, Hungary, it likes to eat up tires. I mean, I've seen this track eat up tires so goddamn much. I really just don't trust soft to medium strategy. I'd rather go soft to hard. And at the very least get some sort of speed out of this. Is there any way? Oh yeah, I could probably come in, what's that? Yeah, I could probably come in at lap 9 and then go the rest of the way on the hard tires. Obviously, Hungary, eating up tires. I've done a soft medium strategy before, and with like 6-7 laps left to go in the race, I just lose all my speed and traction and I get passed. Whereas I've done soft to hard before, and in a better car on my team career mode, I've actually kept my position and in fact have gotten further positions as well. So I'm thinking that soft to hard is probably going to be the way to go here. So coming in at lap 9 after a start on the soft tires and finishing out on the hards. Where do you guys think I'm going to finish? Josh already jumping the gun and saying I'm going to DNF, man. He's got all the faith in me in the world. So I hope I don't DNF. Looking around the grid, it looks like the top 10 starting on softs. Daniel Kvyat starting on a medium, but that was because Charles Leclerc qualified and then had to take the grid penalty. Excuse me. George Russell also going on the soft. You'd go hard soft because of the traffic, but here's the thing, Sarancia. I'm going to lose DRS, like, right away. I'm going to lose DRS right away. if I go on the hard tires, because everyone's just going to fly away from me. I'm not going to get within a second of anybody. Whereas if I'm on the soft tires, I at least have that chance of passing somebody at the end of turn 1. If I swap that out, if I make the switch from hard soft to, or from soft hard to hard soft, how much time would that actually change up? Well, technically I would be losing 2/10. By doing this, I would be losing 2/10. But you're right, the soft tires I could see why you would say have that at the end, because the track is more open, and I would not be fighting other drivers and wearing down my tires. Yeah, as you just said. Because I was positing in my head, and then you just said it. But yeah, honestly, I can't go later, or I can't go earlier than like lap 25, because then the soft tires are just going to be useless. Soft tires are going to be useless past 10 laps, so that's why I'll go 26 laps then on the hards, and then finish out on the soft tires. I guess we'll do that. I was going to say, what if I do medium? Actually, mediums, believe it or not, if I do this strategy of starting on the hard and then going to the medium, I actually gain 2 seconds. I gain 2 full seconds by doing this. But that's also if I think that I'm going to be pushing my tires, which admittedly I do think I will, but hey, I would have gained 2 full seconds if I just went with that strategy. If I started off on the hards and then went to the mediums. But then again, everybody else is going to be on the medium tires, if not hard tires, at the end of the race. So I might as well try on the soft tires to make some overtakes and whatnot. Imagine there's a safety car. I can't, because outside of rain races here, we've not had a safety car. Yeah, outside of rain races, Sarancia, not had a safety car. We're talking about for Hungary, J-Ro. A lot of people fighting back here for not last place. Man, Grosjean is fucking struggling back here. He is holding up The Last of Us. Grosjean is just having fucking troubles back here. Yeah, I'm not all that great on this track either. Oh, I know why. It's I just cannot drive this track. I'm terrible at driving this track. Oh, shit. Well, there's flashback number 1. Already, lap 1, flashback number 1. I completely missed the braking zone. What's going on, Joe? For fuck's sake. Am I really going to use flashback number 2 right here? Am I, hold on, let me just take a breather. Just calm down a bit. Am I really using 2 flashbacks in the first 2 laps of this race? Yeah, because it's not a rumble strip curb, it's a concrete curb. And I know that fact, too. And I don't know why I want to try and cut it. As I keep saying before, I have this nasty, stupid habit of trying to cut corners and cut curbs that I should not be cutting. I am not a Chiefs fan, and I don't know how you got that idea, Joe. Yeah, I'm clearly
DRS
aligned.
is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Damn it! I'm caught up in Grosjean's dirty air. I got pushed wide because of it. Tyreek Hill is more of a track star. Devontae Adams is the better wide receiver overall. Yeah, J-Raw, I would agree with you. I would take Devontae Adams every day. He is the better wide receiver when comparing the two. Yeah, Jerry Rice still going at 54 years of age, I'm sure. Yes, I did see his first quarter. It's because Patrick Mahomes pretty much targeted him and him alone, with the occasional pass to Travis Kelce. Like I said, Tyreek Hill's a track star. He could burn you. He's the fastest wide receiver in the league today. So you really have to match your fastest cornerback against him in order to play any sort of coverage against him. No, I didn't, because I'm not a fan of either team. What's going on, Delios? Shit, overshot. Hitting the brake lockup, though. All I know is that Derrick Henry kind of went into bowling ball mode once again and won that game in overtime for the Colts. Or, excuse me, for the Titans. Yeah, he won it for the Colts is what he did. He somehow got traded mid-game to the Indianapolis Colts. Team do I like? Well, if I could gesture to my couch that you can see in my camera. Bears. Chicago Bears. It gestures behind me wildly. Well, at least even with my durable tarred tires, I am still keeping up with some of the back markers here. God damn it. Yeah, I did take a grid penalty. I qualified in 18th, so I said to myself after Sarantia whispered it very loudly in chat, go and take a grid penalty just to get a brand new engine. So Sarantia just played the devil on my shoulder. And told me to get a brand new engine part, so I did.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
It's like some of the leaders already coming in for their first stint on medium tires. Wrong scene? Ah, okay. You can always count on you, chat.
George is coming in for his stop.
I thought that I had swapped it. Guess I was wrong. Yes, I want to Yeetus the Grosjean. I can't really get close to him and faster than him on these tires. I was gonna say, yeah, you're honestly a very peculiar one there, Wolfgamer, because you obviously live closer to the Seahawks, but you're a Broncos fan. At least I think that you're a Broncos fan due to your family. And hey, I mean, I say peculiar because I don't know your history. Yeah, you're probably moved out there. Pacific Northwest all. I don't know. Is that Saint Grunu or ST Grunu? Thank you very much for the follow. Yellow flag? That ain't from me.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Oh, someone's smoking. Verstappen is gone.
Okay, clear. Safety
And
car,
it's a safety car.
No overtaking. Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Can I get a coffin, please, for Mr. Max Verstappen? I will be coming in to take a set of mediums. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to pit for the mediums. Drive to the end? No way. I'm not driving to the end. I mean, I could. You're not wrong, I could. Yeah, Max, shit, this was what, Max's second or third DNF this season? I don't know, I can't remember.
Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
Getting vertigo with that camera change. I was going to say probably 60% differential, not 65. I think that, you know, even on 65, it got a little greasy. So I'm going to go 60 instead. But yeah, pretty much everybody in front is going to pit one more time. Dylan, thanks for the follow, dude. Well, happy birthday, Yoda Rocks. You play with the T-Cam? That's fine. Whatever makes it most enjoyable for you. Well, now I don't believe that, and if I did, I could have your Twitch account banned. If he had his account beforehand, he could get it banned retroactively. I don't care, bud. But yeah, I use cockpit cam with the Halo view just to have like the most authentic experience that I can. I know I'm using a driving line, it's not completely authentic, whatever. But I mean, I'm driving with a wheel. I can't really drive. I can't drive like this. This feels weird to me. This cam and this cam just feel weird to me. And it feels very disorienting. I can't do it. I have to drive in the cockpit with the wheel. If you could drive like that, that's great. Like I said, whatever gives you the most enjoyment out of the game.
Okay, let's get ready to go
For me
racing
personally,
again.
it's driving in the cockpit.
When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
And I also play a simulator called iRacing where you only drive in cockpit view. There are no other camera options. You are basically taking control of the driver. They want you to be as close to a driver experience as possible. Alright, Saranti, I'm actually going to drive at 60% differential.
Green flag.
You're the same with the cockpit view. I mean, it's It's a good view. But yeah, I'm gonna go 60 Sarancia just because I know it feels slippery and greasy already if I drive outside of 50. So I don't want to put too much wear on my tires, yes, but I also don't want to feel like I'm losing control of my car. Yeah, what's going on, Duck? I'll get to that when I get on a straight. Oh, you're at Roskilde. Oh, I know Roskilde. They just recently got relegated. Roskilde IRL just recently got relegated to the second tier. Getting real close to Grosjean. Yeah, all those Scandinavian countries are alike there, Duck. Am I right? I'm yanking your chain, man. Don't worry. Shit. You can't drive with a pillar? Yeah, it's... Some people want to have that extra 3% of viewing. They want that extra 3% in their field of vision. I do not understand the question, Dylan. I mean, any steering for a racing game is probably good, you know, just to have steering for a racing game, you know, so you can control your car. Am I in mids? Yes, I pit for mids during that safety car.
DRS is now online.
And I'm gonna go the big ball strat, and I'm going to ride on these mids for the rest of the race. I'm going to do the ballsy strat of ride these the rest of the race. Whereas most everybody in front of me is going to be pitting one more time for another set of mediums. I don't know who came in and pit for hards, though. Anybody that did pit for hards is obviously going to stay out the rest of the way. Yeah, I'm notorious for running my tires into the ground too, Grunu. But apparently, according to Sarancia, who is in this chat, by the way, if you put your differential up higher, it will reduce the wear on your tires. Which is why it is always recommended to put your differential up to 100 under a safety car, so that you do not wear your tires out under a safety car. Man, Leclerc is all the way back here in 16th place. And yeah, honestly, I didn't know that either, Olympus. Until Sarancia told me. And also, Sarancia is the one that makes all the setups that I use. He's got them on his Discord. Just type in !setups if you are interested. It'll link you to his Discord. He currently has a 4th version of these F1 2020 settings that he has created. If you are so inclined. Setups plural. Plural. Don't know why I got right back on the gas as soon as I broke. Come on, Perez, move it or lose it. There is an Alpha Tauri leading this race. Look at the map. There is an Alpha Tauri leading this race. The dark blue. It's probably Kvyat. Of course, as I said, there's a big old Truly train right here, and it's being led by a McLaren. I saw the orange car. Oh, big old lockup. Like I said, it is being led by a McLaren. I don't know, the Haas's are grays. Yeah, the Haas's are dark grays. The Williams are like the light grays to cyan color. Shit. But yeah, Magnussen would have to be P2 then, because Grosjean obviously is right behind me. It's under the F1 game channel. In contrast to what he did previously, he doesn't have it as a PDF. He just has it as a screenshot. Still got a lot of race left to go. We're only just about at the halfway mark. In fact, end of next lap is halfway. And there's guaranteed going to be a good amount of cars coming in to fit fresh mediums. In fact, here we go. Giovinazzi. In fact, several people coming in for a fresh set of hard tires. That is an interesting development. They are, in fact, opting for the durability aspect. But to sacrifice speed for durability, that is a gamble that could pay off, though. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Why am I turning in so late now? Thank you very much for the follow there, Galvinho. Hope you're doing well, sir. Hope you enjoy the stream. Yeah, first person. I can't really drive any other way. I'm driving with a wheel. I really cannot drive any other way. I gotta drive cockpit. Alpha Tauri Haas Racing Point. That's a top 3. Holy shit. Top 3s that you would never see in real life. At this point in time, I'm kind of scared to look at my tires, because this is currently the lap 10 of usage. I'm scared to see how badly damaged they are. Oops, stay off the concrete. Also, as I may mention before, I do have one free flashback left in the tank this race. After that, I have to take whatever comes my way. Whether it's a spin, whether it's a busted wing, time penalty, etc. Oh yeah, they're all going to be coming into pit for sure. Like I said, they're probably going to be coming into pit for fresh mediums. Should have broke a lot more, damn it. Man, Perez is staying ahead of me on hard tires. I just looked up and noticed what tires he has on. Tire wear currently at 15% on the lefts, 12% on the rights. So the differential, I'm sure the differential is helping. If I just had it set to 50, it probably would be higher than that. Like near the 20s. Yeah, I think I gotta give my old patented Gendo bomb somewhere down the line. I agree, Galvino. Shit. Once again, bad habits coming into play. Trying to cut these corners too tightly. Pit stops. How many people coming into pit? I am up into 7th place. See, now, Saransi, the question is when am I gonna drop my differential back down? Should I drop my differential back down before the end of the race? Or should I stay at 60? That's a question. That is a very, very thoughtful question to have. You say last 5? Alright. Once again, so I don't wear out my tires too quickly. (10-4) crew chief. Bottas is racing on another country. He's that far ahead.
George is in the pits. George in the pits.
And we are officially top 5 right now. And yes, as I may mention before, we're only making that one initial pit stop. We are not coming in for tires again. %, when the tires hit 30. Alright, I'll keep checking around that time. Shit. See, Sarantia, this is why I have you as my crew chief. Where would I be without you? I would not be making these, I would not be making this decision without you. Or in lieu of you, like Teichmann. Like Teichmann stepping in as crew chief when you're not around. Uh-oh. Hello, Jinx Nope. Yes, the idea is to finish the rest of the race on the mediums, Palermo. Which, in previous races, it was a strategy that I did, but it never worked out all that great, but I'm changing up my strategy. At the behest of Sarancia, like changing up differential percentages. So my tires have a little bit less grip, but they don't get worn out as fast. Oh, you can never top Jeff. Jeff is best crew chief all time, all years, every season. He's just the best. Because he tells you pertinent information 5 times in a row. Just to make sure that you heard that information.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't see if Albon had fastest lap. Did it pop up as it? Thank you very much for the follow. I'll get to you as soon as I get onto straightaway. But anyway, Brenner Goat and Boba Diaz, thank you very much for the follows. Hope you guys are doing well. Esteban Ocon has fastest lap now. All right. They're really having a fight with those fastest laps back in the mid-pack. Shit. That's a lot of capitals. Look how far the Mercedes is leading. Yeah, it's pretty unfair now, isn't it? But then again, it's Mercedes. It's Lewis Hamilton dicking all over the field, man. What do you expect? If the other 4 pit ahead of me, I would think so, but they're all on hard tires. So the answer, unfortunately, is going to be no. If they were pitting, yes, but since they're all on hard tires, they will not be pitting the rest of the race. Hamilton's mid, so it is Bottas, okay. Speaking of people making some runs, Kvyat is pushing up behind me. He gained a full second, like within the last 3 laps on me. Gee, I wonder why. It's because I suck at the fucking end of Sector 2. This is a 50% race, by the way.
Okay, you're within 1 second of the car ahead.
Oh, he's streaming tonight, Dorancia? Oh shit, Perez. Alright, 10-4. Alright, my tires are currently 25-23 on the left, 21-20 on the right. Shit! Oh shit! Wow, how did I miss my braking zone that badly? Big mistake on my part. I think that puts me out of the DRS range of Perez. And it does, but I mean, I'll get it right back. I'm sure I'll get it right back the very next lap. got 9 laps to go here at Hungary. Starting dead last with a brand new engine. Safety car helped this positioning out, definitely. I would not be this high up if not for the safety car. I know he is, I see him. It's all because I fucked up the chicane here last lap. But also, in general, I just suck at Sector 2. And the start of Sector 3. I mean, I mentioned before, I know where I'm losing my time. It's always the second half of Hungary. I always lose my time. What's going on, Chops? Not much. Hope you're doing well. You're right. That is, honestly, legitimately the first safety car in a dry race here that I've had. I just don't get safety cars here in the dry. It just is a rare occurrence. Who caused it? Max Verstappen. His engine blew up. Yeah, Perez is showing that even on hard tires, he's just got the better car. Because otherwise, I would have passed him a while ago. Monaco Heavy Rain sucks. Is Williams the worst team in the midfield? They're the worst team in general, yes. Which is why I'm doing the challenge of trying to turn them into a good team. Right now, as far as car performance, we're hovering around 7th and 8th. Like, we're going back and forth between 7th and 8th. Alfa Romeo and Haas are below us. And I believe we're changing hands with Alpha Tauri.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Mercedes is obviously the best. Yeah, Williams are the worst without upgrades. They start off as the worst car on the grid. But I've actually already won a couple of races. They just happen to both be at France. I won last year and this year at France. Alright, next lap I will in fact be swapping to 50% differential, and bye-bye, Bubby. As we make the overtake going into turn 1 on Sergio Perez. We finally made it happen, boys. Hey, what's going on, Jack? Jack's still shooting it in the keeper, shooting it right to the keeper in everyone's minds. You will never live that fact down, Jack. Your virtual avatar will never live that fact down. Yes, you may come back and say, I scored like 25, 30 goals in the season. Yeah, but how many of those non-goals were directly at the keeper, right into his open arms? Do I know what happened to Perez? I have no idea what happened to him on the weekend. If you're talking about his engine blowing up, yeah, Perez's engine blew up. I knew that. But if there was anything else after that, I don't know. Yeah, as Delio's just put in the chat. As Delio's put in the chat, yeah, he was P3 with like 2 or 3 laps left to go and his engine blew up. Yeah, you were the Messi of League 10 there, Jack. You were the Messi of the 10th tier. Hey, Vincere, how you doing, bud? You came in here asking if it was beginner-friendly. I'd say that it is beginner-friendly, yes. Because you have a multitude of assists and a wide spectrum of difficulty that is very, very friendly to beginners, where you could start off with all assists, low difficulty, just so you can get yourself used to the game. I absolutely do think that there really is a low wall, a low barrier of entry to play this game. I think the only difficult thing is choosing, do you want to play on a controller or do you want to play on a wheel? I think that's the only difficult question you ask yourself playing this game. The only true assist that I run is the driving line into corners. I have no ABS, I got no stability, no traction. Corner cutting is set to strict. Manual ERS, manual DRS, manual fuel mixture. I guess actually you could say that the pit assist is automatic as well, like that's an assist, but I feel like if you have it set to manual, you're really hurting yourself. You're only hurting yourself if you set it to manual. You can lose precious tenths of seconds.
So it's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
So it's Bottas in first, Sainz is second, Ricciardo is third. And I'm going to be first outside the podium, it looks like, with 2 laps to go. Perez still staying close to me. He's within a second and a half. Oh, and I missed my braking zone going into 1. And my tire wear is still only in the high 30s. Whereas if I ran differential of 50 all the way through this, I guarantee you my tires right now would be hitting the 50s, if not more. Ah, shit. So yeah, the high differential tire nursing for the good majority of this race was a good call. Come on, coast it. And yeah, I'm not even catching up to Ricciardo because they're, what, 8.5 seconds in front of me, and I think 5 or 6 laps ago they were 6 seconds in front of me. Yeah, I'm not catching them. It's all about just staying ahead of Perez to keep 4th place. Yeah, P4 from dead last. I'm definitely getting driver of the day. Yeah, this is one of those tracks where if I went to a 16 race season, I would have gotten rid of it. Because I've just never driven well here. And I can clearly say I'm not driven well here today. It just all came down to strategy. This all came down to safety car and strategy. Hey, Zero, how you doing, bud? Thanks for stopping by. Come on. There we go. How do I judge differential? Oh no! Oh, I hate to be that guy, but I did have a free flashback. As I made mention before, at the start of every race, I make mention of this. I have 3 self-imposed limit of a 3 flashback rule. And once I'm done with all 3 of those flashbacks, then I'm done completely. I hate that this fucking happened right here, but it gives me an opportunity to tell you guys about my self-imposed rule. Where if I, wreck into somebody, if I spin out, if I go off track, I can use my flashback. But once my 3 flashbacks are done, then I've got to drive out the rest of the race. So if I take that time penalty, I've got to take it. If I wreck my front wing, if I spin out, I got to take that. I used 2 of my flashbacks in the first 2 laps, and I drove damn near flawlessly the rest of the way until right here. But this is my 3rd and final flashback, so from now on, I gotta drive this last half a lap perfectly, otherwise I face the consequences. Alright, so let's finish it out. Oh, just unfortunate timing. And all because I cut the chicane. All because I cut the chicane like an idiot. Valtteri Bottas is your winner of the race. Oh, look at that. Sergio Perez right behind me now. But it is not going to matter. It's coming around the final turn. And Williams and Brian Gendo finishing in 4th place.
That's the end of the race.
After
a
wild-ass strategy. Starting on the hards, we get a safety car thanks to Verstappen. And then we stick it out on mediums the rest of the way with a high differential. And we make the damn thing work. Shout out, of course, to Sarantia for the strat.
From our Hungarian Grand Prix winners. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve
St. Grunu, this is season 3.
Right place, right
so
time
Hungary
today.
season
we were
3.
looking at an entirely different race before
Just past the halfway
came out,
point.
but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix,
hell yeah, doing Williams proud. Like I said, I already got a couple of wins for Williams.
And they certainly deserve it.
2 wins in France, you can't go wrong with that. And there you go, there's your podium. Bottas, Sainz, and Ricciardo. It's a shoey. We got ourselves a shoey. I think I gained 2 levels just in this one race. 2 tiers, excuse me. I gained 2 tiers in this one race. And I did. Do I care about most of this stuff? I really don't. Like I said, this season's liveries don't really appeal to me all that much.
So let's review the updated driver standings.
So there you go. Outside the top 3, you got myself, best of the rest with 12 points. Sergio Perez in 5th, Kvyat 6th, Hamilton 7th, Grosjean, Gasly, Magnussen. Hey, look at that. Haas finally got on the board. What would you say if you were considering getting on iRacing? I would say good luck and welcome to the fold, Wolfgamer. I would be really happy. Joe and I would be really happy if you got on it. But anyway, look at that. Haas is actually getting points. I believe that is Haas's first 5 points of the season, with Grosjean and
Well, the
Magnussen
results
getting
are
on right
points
there.
neither wanted, but it certainly makes things interesting going.
Outside of that, you got Lando Norris, Lance Stroll, Albon, Ocon, Russell, Leclerc, and Vettel. What the hell? 16th and 17th for Ferrari? That is garbage. That is some trash racing right there from Ferrari. They made 2 stops too, so can't really fault them, as most everybody else did too. But that is some trash racing by Ferrari right there. Giovinazzi and Raikkonen, and of course Max Verstappen in dead last place, of course, for DNFing.
Forward after an incredible day of racing.
And then you take a look at the standings. I'm still in 12th place with 47 points, just 4 points behind Esteban Ocon.
Who was your driver
And then you
of the
take a look at the constructor standings. Like I said, Haas finally getting their first 5 points of the season, actually jumping Alfa Romeo because of it. Ha ha ha. Ferrari accurate for the season. See, that's the thing. When the game came out with its patch to, buff Racing Point and nerf Ferrari, it took Ferrari, in my save, half a season to undo all of the nerfing. Like, Ferrari's AI in this career mode, it's so well tuned to knowing when to spend money, when to spend the R&D points, because, like I said, second season, that was when the patch came out, I would say within the first third of the second season. And then by the season's end of season 2, Ferrari had done away with every single nerf that was given to it by the patch. So it doesn't matter what happens. It's just that the AI is programmed in this game to smarten Ferrari up, as opposed to real life with, of course, Mario Binotto and all the tech directors and engineers. The game's AI of managing Ferrari is a lot smarter than it is in real life. Just saying that right there. We're still 8th place in the constructor standings. We are 33 points behind Red Bull. Yes, Red Bull are 7th. That is the thing that has been surprising this season, that Red Bull has dropped so far down. So far down. And that's because Max Verstappen has DNF'd, I think, 3 races this season. I think Albon's also DNF'd a couple of races. But
I have to give it to O'Brien.
Yeah, gotta give it to O'Brien. But yeah, replacing Red Bull has been Renault. Because you got Mercedes 1, Ferrari 2, Renault's 3, AlphaTauri was the team last season. AlphaTauri finished 3rd last season. So this is just a continuation of their progress from last season, as they're up into 4th now. But McLaren's right there. Racing Point's a little further back. But yeah, Red Bull is the shocking team where they only have 86 points through 13 races.
You would not expect that. Incredible pace at top.
You would not expect that, especially in real life. You would not expect that.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective.
Yeah, let's get this interview over with, Claire.
You were cutting your way through the field during the race.
Cars handling good.
You're breaking all expectations. What's...
Great team, great car. Big ups to Williams.
Great.
All these questions are really samey now, so it's kind of like, yeah, just pick one, go with it. Pick one, go with it. Sebastian Vettel, I beat you on the race day, Vettel. Suck it, buddy. Yeah, honestly, Purple Tentacles, it's feeling a lot like Football Manager in terms of very samey dialogue when it comes to interviews and press questions and whatnot. It's really gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, I just know what I want. Just go ahead with it. Just keep it moving. Keep the whole thing moving so we can just get on to the next race. It's pretty much what it is. All right. Well, as I may mention before, there isn't really much to do on the back end. Yeah, we can see, I'll show you the R&D tree. I'm dropping the AI down to 90 because I practice at 90. But yeah, if you want, well, before we even get into the R&D tree, I want to show you exactly what has been happening with Max Verstappen. In fact, I thought Max Verstappen DNF'd more. He's actually only DNF'd 2 times this season. This race at Hungary and then at Austria. But you take a look at his finishings. He finished 11th in France, 14th at Baku, 11th at Bahrain, and a lot of his other finishings are outside the top 5. Look at that, 8th, 7th, 6th, 7th. He's finished 3 times in the top 5. a 5th at Canada, a 4th at China, and a runner-up finish at Zandvoort. 3 times in the top 5 this season is not good when you are considered one of the best drivers in F1 today. That is not good. No worries, Brenner. Hell, I would have done the same thing, and in fact, I've done the same when watching previous streams in years gone by. So don't feel bad. What about Vettel? Yeah, you take a look at Vettel. Vettel's DNF twice. Bottas is actually DNF 3 times. Vettel has had 3 third place finishes, but several finishes outside the top 5. In fact, he's not finished inside the top 5 outside of those 3 third places. That's another bad sign when you're considered a damn fine driver. Well, I know, in the past, considered a damn fine driver. Seeing that he's relegated now to either podium or bust, that's not really a good look. Alright, so if you want to take a look at the R&D tree, at this point in time, this is what it looks like. And since every facility is now up to Spec 2, thank you to the Williams AI for deciding to spend money on it. This is what I've got right now. I have maxed out my engine. To Spec Level 2, I have maxed out my engine completely. The durability is almost maxed out. We're up to just 2 things left in the durability department to finish before that's maxed. The aero has 4 more things left until we max out at Spec 2, and the chassis has 5 things left to build before that gets maxed out to Spec 2. Now, I'm not really expecting the AI of Williams to immediately start building up to Spec 3, any of these things, except for maybe durability, but I'm not expecting them to do it. So we may be stuck with the same car. If I max out everything going into Season 4, we may be stuck with the same car for like a good season and a half. This is okay. But other than that, it's looking pretty solid. And then you take a look at like where we are comparatively on the grid. Maxing out everything on the engine, we are the best in terms of engine, comparatively speaking, to everybody else. Look at that. We're better than Mercedes. We are better than Mercedes when it comes to engine. And that's the thing, Gruner. I will, once I pass the regulations phase for this season. So around the US Grand Prix, you probably know this already. Around the US Grand Prix is when the regulations come down and which departments are going to need to have their parts converted over to next season. I'm trying to get the jump on that by saving up my R&D points so that when the regulations come down, I just have enough to cover the conversion cost for everything over to next season. The question marks are Spec 3. So the facility needs to get built up to Spec Level 3 in order to unlock those question marks. As you can see right now, it's only built out to Spec Level 2. Like I said, I have no control over this. The AI on the back end has to decide which of these facilities it wants to put money into. And if it wants to build it up to Spec 3 or continue leveling out to Spec 2. Obviously, this is my driver career, so I'm only focused on my driver, but in my team career, which is new for F1 2020, you do have that ability. You do get that money coming on in from sponsor deals, from race finishes, from invitational events. You yourself can then spend that money to build up your facilities, which in turn will then allow you to build up your car. So yeah, the My Team Career mode is a little bit more in depth, but this is just trying to do stuff for Williams, trying to get Williams better. But yeah, build up the DRS stuff. Yeah, the DRS stuff is down the middle. I knew that. And that's why I opted for the last thing to build out before saving my R&D points was this, the front wing gurney flap. Because then it opens up these 2 DRS things, the max slot gap and the activation mechanism. But as you can also see, I also have the worst aero package on the grid. And that is because for the longest time, we had aero and chassis at Spec 2, or sorry, Spec 1. So it was maxed out at like 13 or 14 things to build out, whereas now I can build out up to, I think, 19. So yeah, for the longest time, we just had the worst aero, and I even show you right here. We used to have the worst chassis until we built it out to Spec 2, and then immediately got this ultimate upgrade in order to make sure that our chassis is not the worst. Mikey0608, thanks for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. For everyone that's coming on in, I appreciate all of y'all for stopping on by, whether you're from the States, where I'm from, or you're in Europe, or in Asia, or Australia. I appreciate you staying up late as possibly you can in order to watch this guy try and turn some laps around a track and not suck. So thank you very much. And of course, questionnaire for everyone, y'all. Where are you from? Who's your favorite driver? What's your favorite track? And have you ever seen an F1 race live? Like, have you actually gone to the track to watch an F1 race live? Because for me personally, if I wanted to go to watch an F1 race, I'd love to go to Monaco. Monaco is honestly my favorite race IRL. I know, it's probably going to get a lot of hate for that, but it really is for me. Because it's also on the same day as the Indianapolis 500, so it's like big old racing Christmas for me. Wake up in the morning, watch Monaco, and then watch the Indianapolis 500 right after that, and just have a fun time, a fun racing day because of that. Alright, season break, going to the Belgian Grand Prix. Driving at Spa is always fun. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I need to swap out my engine parts. Now, as far as my engine is concerned, I think my engine now is good to go for the rest of the season. I mean, I would like to think that my engine is good to go for the rest of the season. Irk788, thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well. I would like to think that my engine is good to go for the rest of the season. 1 second. Uno segundo. Oh yeah, we're good. Alright, so let's get into Spa. One of my all-time favorite tracks. In fact, my second most favorite track to run in this game. Second only to Canada. And then when I come back on Thursday, we're going to be racing at Monza. My third most favorite track to race in this game. No worries, Brenner. May I ask what team you are managing in Football Manager? For me, I've been playing the F1 demo, the F1 21 demo, and I've been playing as Everton because Everton's my favorite team. They've been my favorite team for the last almost 11 years now. So I actually am happy that Everton have a good team in real life so that they can have a good team in the game of Football Manager now. So I had to go and test it out to see how well that team is. Alright, looking at the weather forecast, it's, thank God there's no rain at Spa this year. There's no rain at Spa. I love to see it. Would I play F1? Like I said, Duck, I am. I'm playing the demo off stream. But yeah, I'm not going to stream FM ever again. So I have said this before. If I did get the full game this year, then yeah, I would do, like, off-stream stuff. I would probably play it in my own free time. But I would not stream it. What wheel do I use? A Logitech G923. And Tentacles, why Everton? Because when I started getting into World Football right before the 2010 World Cup, I was just looking around the Premier League as to which teams had Americans on it. I know, it's very biased, but I wanted to see which teams had Americans on it to try and get my allegiances behind. Fulham obviously had Clint Dempsey. I think that Brad Friedel was on Tottenham at the time if he wasn't at Aston Villa. But Everton had Tim Howard and Landon Donovan, arguably the two best Americans at that point in time in the footballing landscape. So I had to throw my allegiance behind them. And of course, the first match that I watched, I want to say the Landon Donovan scored a goal in it. So I'm like, yep, that's the team for me. I'm going to be an Everton fan from this day forward. And that's what got me into being an Everton fan. Alright, so I got the engine ready, so let's get into practice. Taking on Blackburn. Did they just get recently promoted back up into the championship? I thought they dropped down to League One at one point in time. Alright, is there rain on the track? No, there is not, thankfully. There is no rain on the track. It's just cloudy. Spa's your favorite track? It's my second favorite, but I love it all the same. If I get a powerful enough car, I can win. I can definitely win at this track. Alright, so let's get the brand new setup up and running here. Alright, aerodynamics. What does he have? He has 2.6 instead of 2.5. 50 and 65, really? Okay. Suspension geometry is the same for every single setup. 2.5, 1.8, 05, and 20. Suspension. Front suspension 1. Rear suspension 9. 6 and 10. Ride height of, what's that, 1. And rear ride height of 3. Brakes 155. And tires should still be the same. Yeah, they are. Okay. So let's save this as New Belgium. There we go, New Belgium. Yeah, Damon, I also knew that you were a Liverpool fan just by the LFC after your name. I kind of figured you were in the UK. Jensen Button, now Lewis Hamilton, favorites track, Canada and Spa. Man after my own heart. My two favorite tracks. You've been to an IRL race at Belgium. Oh, I honestly would have thought that your F1 race would have been at Silverstone. I would have thought that you would have gone to Silverstone first before going to Spa. Oh, got to brake a lot more going into that bus stop chicane. Been playing FM yourself, Vix? Well, you yourself, same question. What team are you managing? Yeah, I just cannot take Eau Rouge flat out. I don't think it's possible you can take Eau Rouge flat out. If you can, let me know, because I'm scared. I've got, like, no balls when it comes to trying to take Eau Rouge flat out. God damn it. You've only been to one race, and that was 2019 Monza. Nice. Favorite driver, Lando Norris. Favorite track, Canada. Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo next year is going to be an awesome team. That McLaren team next year is going to be one to watch out for. Not just because of their driving ability, but their personalities. They're going to have so much fun in the paddock together. Plus, I just think that Daniel Ricciardo is going to be a good mentor. I think Daniel Ricciardo is going to be a really good mentor for Lando Norris and his driving ability. To further his driving ability, that is. Who's going to be in the Merc seat? We don't know, Purple. There are rumors flying around that Mercedes is trying to poach George Russell from the Williams seat. There's Stoffel Van Dorn, there's Esteban Gutierrez, and then there's Wehrlein, who are all the test drivers for Mercedes who could be used in that seat. I think the one that is gaining the most traction is Mercedes trying to poach George Russell from Williams into that seat. Now, I don't know if Williams will actually allow that to happen, which is why I don't think it will. But, you know, the rumors aren't unfounded. Obviously, George Russell in the Mercedes Academy pretty much will be the Mercedes driver, number 2 driver when either Lewis or Bottas leaves. So, not really unfounded that, hey, Mercedes might actually try and poach him for this race, or these next 2 races, just to give him a look and see how he does in the Mercedes car. Who knows? Probably the best McLaren team since Button and Hamilton. Well, that's a very bold claim there, Damon. But, I mean, I can see it. Is it possible to show my assist settings? Absolutely. So as far as my assists go, braking off. The brake assist off, the ABS off, the traction control off. Racing line is set to corners only. It's like probably my one true assist. Aside from pit assist and release assist, because this is default. These are default on. And I think taking them off, unless you're really pinpoint accurate with it, it just hinders you. So I'd rather keep them on. And as far as my assisting for ERS, DRS, and fuel, it's all manual for me. Because you have better control doing it manually. It's not optimized if you let it go to the AI. If you can control when to activate ERS, DRS, and when to switch up the fuel mix, you'll be better optimized doing it yourself. Though I will say, this did take me a little bit to get used to. When I first started back in April with F1 2019, I didn't have these set to off. I didn't have them set to manual. I let the computer do it while I got used to learning the tracks. And then once I've figured out how to drive the tracks, then I started turning on the ERS, the DRS assist, the fuel assist to try and optimize and maximize my output and lower my lap times by doing that, personally. Anyway, Arozana, thanks for the follow, dude. I hope that helps you out. And if you want to take a look at my gameplay settings as well, AI driver level, it's 90 for practice, but it'll be 95 for the race. Safety car on, corner cutting is set to strict. Vehicle damage is set to full. And tire temperature is realistic, surface, and carcass. Yep. Tanev, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, if I'm going to lose time anywhere, it's going to be that chicane, the bus stop chicane, and the Brussels carousel. Which is that turn after Les Combes. So you got Radion, Eau Rouge, Kemmel Strait. And then this set of turns up here is Les Combes. If I can actually get around them, and I didn't. Hate myself. But it's that downhill carousel after Les Combes. That's Brussels. It's called Brussels. Or Brussels. However it's pronounced in Belgian French. This one I always lose time to because I always overshoot it. I either overshoot it or run it wide, or both. What I think about Mazepin for 2021, knew it was going to happen. On this channel, we've been talking about Mazepin and Schumacher being the two drivers for Haas for like the last 3 weeks. It's obviously not for driving ability, because Mazepin, honestly, not the best in terms of who they could have gotten in driving ability to fill that seat. Could have been Callum Ilott alongside with Mick Schumacher. Hell, they could have gotten Nico Hulkenberg as that mentor role for Mick. They could have done that. But they went with Mazepin because his daddy is a multi-billionaire like Stroll's and Latifi's dad is. So it's basically all about giving Haas a better financial standing to run their team. That's really all it is.
Program complete and a job well done.
But yeah, I remember on this channel, we were talking about, like, we knew Mick was coming up. We also thought Callum Ilott was coming up, too. Like, no joke, we thought Callum Ilott was coming up because there were also the rumors that Alfa Romeo were going to get rid of Kimi and Giovinazzi. They thought that they were not going to re-sign for next year. So we thought, oh yeah, Mick's going to go to one of those teams, and then Ilott goes to the other one. And then as far as who is the other driver, as far as, you know, like a mentor aspect, we thought Sergio Perez. We thought Sergio Perez and Nico Hulkenberg would have been on those two teams. Like, Nico would have been going with Mick, and Sergio would have been going with Callum. And that obviously didn't turn out the way it did. Hell, there was also the potential of, what was it, Sergio Perez going to Williams and knocking George Russell out of his seat? I think that was the rumor flying around, but at this point in time, I gotta say Nico Hulkenberg's going to be at Red Bull. Sergio Perez is not going to have a seat. I cannot see Sergio Perez having a seat. Is it really raining? God damn it. And here's the thing, if it's not raining in my actual race, I am not going to practice with the rain.
If you want to know specific information or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what...
So just wait it out and go to FP2. You're starting to think more and more Red Bull will keep Albon. I know he got third place this past race.
The session has drawn to a close.
But I just think that he's had too many down races this year to keep his seat, to justify him keeping his seat. Personally, I think that Red Bull would do a lot better, can do a lot better with Sergio or Nico. Jedi says Lando is one of my favorites. Yeah, Lando's a good driver, and like I said, he's one of those drivers that I have tipped in the future to win a driver's title. Like, obviously, it's him, it's Max, it's Charles Leclerc, it's George Russell. Those are the four, and maybe even Lance Stroll as an outside chance. But one of those five have like a really good chance, in my opinion, to win a driver's title somewhere down the line once Lewis Hamilton's retired. Because while Lewis is still driving, there's no way that any of them are winning a driver's title. Because if Lewis is racing, you pretty much got to put all bets on him to win the race. And please, yell at me if I'm wrong, but honestly, that's what it feels like to me. If Lewis Hamilton is racing, you really can't bet against him. Oh, no, Lewis isn't going to retire after this year. He's going to re-sign at the end of the season. Yeah, he's definitely going to re-sign after the season is over. He's not retiring. He's not retiring until he gets that 8th driver's title. Until he breaks every single one of Michael Schumacher's records, he is not retiring.
Okay, test complete, and that was a very...
Alright, there we go. Mazepin once punched Callum Ilott in the face because he ruined Mazepin's lap in practice. Oi. I'm sure he got fined because of it. So, yeah, the FIA is just going to say, oh, we weren't looking. But you have the replay right there. What replay? We didn't see anything. Yeah, free punts all around. Yeah, Tanev, that is true. Shit, I'm braking way too late going in there. It's pissing me off. Favorite livery of the season? I dug the throwback Ferrari livery for the Mugello race. I really did dig that. I do like the Mercedes sleek black look, too. You know, a little bit different than their grayscale that they've had for several years now. Whoa! I did not mean to run that wide. Jesus Christ. Your dream for this weekend is George to Mercedes and Kubica gets a Williams seat? Yeah, not happening. As much as it would be nice to see the Polish Hammer back in an F1 car, it's not going to happen. And like I said, that's just, that's a rumor. We don't know the legitimacy to the rumor. But even then, Williams are going to do everything they can. I have no idea why I cut it that sharply. Williams are going to do everything they can to keep George on the team. And not let Mercedes poach him for the next 2 races. Yeah, Kubica's at Alfa Romeo anyway. Kubica's an Alfa Romeo test driver.
Program complete and a job well.
The test drivers for Williams are Jack Aitken and Dan the Dick Ticktum. So if George Russell gets poached to Mercedes, they have those 2 options to go with. And honestly, I would prefer Aitken over Dictum. Personally, because, well, Tictum's got a bit of an attitude on him, hence his nickname. I'd rather see Aitken. I would also rather see DeVries get a shot, too. Because Nick DeVries is one of the reserve drivers or test drivers for Mercedes. But they wouldn't do that. They'd either go with Van Dorn, Gutierrez, or Wehrlein. Thoughts on Fittipaldi? Hey, this is going to be a show us what you got. This is basically Haas saying, show us what you got, kid. Show us why we are keeping you around as our reserve driver for Pietro. And that's not just your last name. I think Pietro's a decent driver from the little that I've seen of him. I just don't think that he's going to do all that well because, of course, he's in Haas machinery. Why am I cutting it that shallow? Why am I cutting it that shallow? God damn. What? Oh my god, I am just having all sorts of trouble today. It's a good thing this is practice, right? And this actually is, like I said, the section where I lose all my time that I've seen drivers both catch up to me and pull away from me from, is that Brussels and then the turn right after it is where I just cannot seem to keep speed and carry speed through it. How am I rolling back? It's called a flashback. And it's a setting you can turn on and off in the assists menu. And it'll flash you back like 5 seconds or so. So that if you get into a mistake, like you run into a wall, you run into a car, you spin out, you miss your turn, you can go back those 5 seconds and just basically do it over. It's the Prince of Persia Sands of Time rule. Okay, it's not in the assists menu, it's in the gameplay settings menu. It's in the gameplay settings menu, and it's under the named flashbacks. And you can turn it on or off. Got it? Good. Nice. Shit. Coming around Stavolo. Like, as soon as I pass Stavolo and get onto the Paul Frere Strait, Rich Fuel, immediately ERS opens up into Blanchemont. And then turn both of them down coming into the bus stop chicane. Even though it's not a bus stop anymore. Did I ever play the original? No, I did not. I am aware of it. It was like an old computer game. But no, I've never played the original Prince of Persia. Do a 3-point turn if need be, yeah. We don't want another Lord Mahavir on the track. I mean, that's the whole reason why Mahavir doesn't have an F1 ride, right? It's because he's so good that he doesn't want to show anybody up, he doesn't want to show Lewis Hamilton up. Because otherwise Mahavir would have had, like, 12 driver's titles by now. Yes, I know Mahavir is only like 24, but fuck, you could have given him a driver's license at 12. You could have given him an F1 super license at 12 and he would have ran circles around everybody. Or so the legend goes. Yeah, Mahavir is so good, he would win with Williams. I have no idea why I'm all over the road. He looks so surprised that photos are a thing. Dude, maybe he's just introverted. Who knows? And I'm going to do the full 5 laps here around Spa. For this practice program, just to get a little more practice, especially around the Brussels carousel. But the strategy is going to remain the same. It is going to be soft to medium. no matter where I qualify, it's going to be a soft to medium strategy. It's just depending on what is going to be my pit lap. Nikki, how did you miss my last race? We actually finished in 4th. We finished in 4th ahead of your boy. Hamilton finished in 7th. I do 50% shameless. Though if I go back to my team career, if I start up another my team career, what I'll do is I'll randomize 2 races at the start of the season, and I will race those at 100% distance. That's what I did for my first My Team career. I think that if I ever do another My Team career, I will bring that back. Steam's letting you know that I am streaming. Wow. It is 2.5 hours late. Oh, I'm glad Steam finally, got there in the end. But damn, that is 2.5 hours later than it should have been. Yeah, I added you last night. After you sent me that friend request last night. Shit. Okay, I never got into those games. Like Age of Empires or Hearts of Iron or Europa Universalis or Civilization. Never got into those types of strategy games. Where I think is currently underrated on the grid. Oy. I would like to say George Russell, but we all know the potential that he has. I might get a lot of hate for this, but I would say Lance Stroll. People are overlooking Lance Stroll. When he has a car that isn't blowing up, he can actually put together some damn decent performances.
Okay, test complete.
How do I avoid him? This didn't interest me, man. They never really interested me. I was more into the sports, racing, action RPG games. I know I wasn't really big into strategy. Yeah, Stroll getting pole was... I wouldn't say his coming out party to show that he can actually get it done when it matters, because he still hasn't won a race. When he wins that race, I think that's when he'll shed the underrated mantra, the stigma. Hey, what's going on, Callum? You're doing a driver career, but doing full F2 season. Good luck to you. I personally don't like driving the F2 cars. I feel like the F2 cars are a bit more boatish than like the FOM or the Williams. Like, their handling just isn't that good. And to be fair, if that is kind of how the handling is for a normal F2 car, then good on for anybody that's driving F2 trying to get into F1. Because, of course, F2 is a spec series, and you're basically saying who is the best driver skill-wise given the same machinery. So, I mean, good on to all of them that can actually, wheel that fucking thing around. It just it doesn't feel right to me. So that's why I've avoided it. Oh man, Cal, we've been talking about this all day. So the heavy rumor is George Russell's gonna get poached from Williams. If Williams doesn't let him go, if they can't pick him up, then they could either go to Stoffel Van Dorn, Esteban Gutierrez, or Wehrlein, or Nick DeVries even. of course, their reserve drivers, test drivers. But if Williams does give the okay to let go of George Russell, then the question is, who do you think is going to drive for Williams? Would it be like Jack Aitken? Would it be Dan Ticktum? Who are their reserve drivers? It's all up in the air right now. The F2 cars are very bad to drive. Yeah, like, I'm just not a fan of driving them in the game. I just really don't. And I know what you're saying. Man, you got 7,000 resource points. Yes, I am saving up my resource points. For those of you coming on in late and wondering why I'm hoarding them like a dragon, it's because I'm waiting for the regulations to come down towards the end of the season, because they always come around the US Grand Prix. So I'm hoarding up all my R&D points to, if I need to regulate parts over to next season, I will have them so I can just, make sweeping changes to get them converted over to next season. If there isn't, see, here's the thing, if there isn't any regulations for next season, I am just going to go hog wild with the stack of points that I have to just build up everything, to max out everything that I have left in these 3 departments. But because it's so rare that I get a season where I don't have any regulation changes. I played for 6 seasons over 2 careers, and I've only had 1 season where there were no regulations coming down. Because it's so rare, that's why I always start saving up my R&D points around Austria, so that by the time the US Grand Prix comes around, I should have enough stockpiled to at least get half of my parts converted over. So that's why I'm just saving everything up and I'm not building anything right now, because if I have to convert stuff over, I don't want to lose all my progress. Because losing progress sucks, especially since, well, you see how much it takes to get to where I am in this R&D tree. And right now, it's going to take like 1750 to build another part. I want to make sure that I don't lose all of this progress. So that's why I'm holding on to my points. Alright, let's get into qualifying. Hey, Prozac, how you doing, bud? Still getting pinged. Oh, don't need that. See, now here's the thing. Here's the thing that I've noticed before. I have done practice laps before with the lowest fuel setting. However, you cannot go around 1 lap of Spa, or 2 laps of Spa, I should say, on the lowest fuel load, because you will run out of fuel as you're getting up into the bus stop. So that is why whenever I do my qualifying laps, I always make sure that it's 1 above the bottom. So instead of 5 kilograms worth of fuel, 6 kilograms worth of fuel. And then go out and do my lap. So I don't run out of fuel. Did I make Williams great again? Well, I got 2 wins. I've gotten 2 wins on the season. In fact, just this past race at Hungary, I finished in 4th. So Williams are starting to get better. They're definitely avoiding the last place territory. And the title is trying to make Williams not suck, not make Williams great again. Alright, foot down, let's go. Yeah, that wheel spin coming out. That wheel spin coming out of the bus stop chicane always messes with me. Russell is at 92 overall. Russell's at 92 overall. He is one of the best drivers on the grid. It's just the car is still not built out to the best of the ability that I can to get the most out of George Russell. go, go, go. Lewis Hamilton, 140. Jesus. $142, that's okay. That's okay, I guess. Question is, where's it going to put me? Currently 7th. Could I make the cutoff? And right now it's looking like I can. I'm currently 9/10 ahead of the cutoff. I don't trust that though, because I'm pretty sure I can get faster. But I am 9/10 ahead of the cutoff, which is Lance Stroll. George Russell is 0.05 of a second back. But just taking a look at who is down around the cutoff line, you got Gasly, Vettel, Perez, Stroll. I'm pretty sure all of them are going to get faster lap times in their final run. I'm very certain all of them are going to get faster lap times in their final run. So I'm going to do one more lap just to make sure I can seal my place into Q2.
Just 30 seconds left in the session.
Like I said, if I can mitigate the wheel spin coming out of the chicane, coming out of the hairpin, it should be Gucci. Brussels carousel, I hate you so much. Guess I didn't need to drop it down an extra gear there. Alright, well I did get 0.13 of a second faster. Did it keep me above water? It did. I qualified 9th and advanced into Q2. So I guess maybe I didn't need to go with that second lap. I probably would have been fine with just the one. Yeah, it looks like I would have been fine with just the one. I would have been like 11th, 12th. I would have been fine. George Russell also qualifying into Q2. You'll love to see it. Both Alfa Romeos didn't. Both Haas's didn't. Lance Stroll also not making it out of Q1. All right, let's move ahead to Q2. But yeah, now with Lewis Hamilton out of the Mercedes seat for this upcoming week, what do you think is going to be the race result? Who do you think is going to win? I know, still too early to call, right? But who do you think has a good chance at winning now that Lewis Hamilton is out? Do you think it's just going to be the Bottas show? Instead of the Hamilton show, is it going to be the Bottas show? Is he going to win it? Yeah, Bottas thinking it's my time to shine. Alright, well this first lap already off to a bad start. I also have a Mercedes. Speaking of, I got a Mercedes trailing me. Took Paul Hun so wide. Ah, god damn it. Well, it's a good thing this is only my first lap. Yeah, that's correct, Prozac. That's why there's also wild rumors as to who's going to replace him. Damn, it didn't even get my car settled. God, that was actually, I think that was a worse time than I had in the first one. Maybe Vettel has a chance to win? Hey, you never know. It's 2020. Vettel could win a race. Yeah, I definitely got the worst time out of that. So, if I want to have a chance to get into the next round, I need to be...
Yeah, that makes sense.
I need to be half a second faster. I don't see that happening. Bye-bye43. Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. Hello from France. Well, a big bienvenue from Chicago. Bienvenue à la stream. Je m'appelle Brian. And it's funny that you mentioned you're from France. Here in my Williams career, I have picked up 2 wins in these 3 seasons I've raced, and both of those wins came at Paul Ricard. Both wins coming at France. Oui, je comprends un peu français. J'étudie français à l'école secondaire pour 3 ans.
Two minutes remaining in the session. We need a good lap here, or we're out of qualifying.
Well, with how bad my French is. Alright, I got very close to half a second faster, but I'm going to get knocked out. Yeah, oh, 11th place. I was so close. So close, but I'm best of the rest. And it gives me an opportunity to decide which tires. I could start on fresh softs, which is good. But yeah, my strategy is going to be soft to medium. For sure, that's what the strategy is going to be. Soft to medium. Going into it. Who did not make it, aside from myself and, well, obviously George Russell? Sergio, Carlos, and Kvyat Also getting knocked out in Q2, but I'll be starting in 11th place. Not bad. Max Verstappen, that son of a bitch. He is my rival in this part of the career mode. He is my rival, so... Oh, no, wait, sorry, it's Vettel. Vettel's my rival, not Verstappen. But still, Vettel. Qualifying in 9th place. So, no particular order. Verstappen, Vettel, Bottas, Albon, Ocon, Gasly, Norris, Leclerc, Ricciardo, and Hamilton. Those are going to be your top 10. And, well, let's go ahead to the race and see where they will line up in those top 10. Do I have to talk to Claire?
Great work out there today.
I don't want to talk to you. I talk to you too much.
Are you happy with where you'll be on the grid tomorrow?
I'm actually very happy with starting in 11th, as I'm sure I will get a good spot
today?
for points.
Is there anything that you think gave you the edge over your rival?
I'm gonna say nothing to that because, of course, Sebastian Vettel is my rival.
Well, that's everything.
How did you get your edge over the rival? Well, firstly, I didn't beat my rival. But secondly, I hope to beat them in the actual race. That's the hope. Where did Joey Barton play or manage in France? Because I believe, yeah, Joey Barton going to France was like a weird signing for whatever French team it was. Was it Cannes? Wasn't Lille. It wasn't any of the big ones. Like, it wasn't Marseille. It wasn't Lille. It wasn't Lyon. It wasn't Nice. Where did he go? Because that was like... It was Marseille? Dude. No way. Because I remember him going to France and everyone making a big deal about it because, like, he should not be playing in France. He's not good enough to play in France. Especially at the time that he was, because he was in his mid-30s, or early to mid-30s. He was just not good enough to play in France, but somehow Marseille picked him up. I think he did okay. I don't remember him doing okay over there, but I think he did okay. Oh, yeah. I know about him, Cran. I know all about him. He's a big fucking knobhead. He went because he was banned in the UK. Makes total sense. He was banned in Scotland,
Belgium,
I believe.
Once again for today's round of the Formula One World Championship. It's a race the great Ayrton Senna won 6 times, and in 2019, Charles Leclerc became the first driver to take their maiden win here since Michael Schumacher in 1992. Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 metres of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. And it's time to take a look at our
solid top
grid
speed
for
today,
today's
boys.
race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole
Of course
position,
Hamilton's
and
on
it's
pole,
Valtteri
damn it.
Bottas that completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Ricciardo, Gasly, Esteban Ocon, and Norris, Verstappen, Albon, Leclerc, and Sebastian Vettel, O'Brien, Kvyat, Carlos Sainz, and Perez, Stroll, Magnussen, Kimi Raikkonen, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Grosjean, and George Russell
Georgie
ends
boy.
our grid lineup. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Yeah, that final chicane, like I said before, it's that chicane, the bus stop chicane right before start-finish line, and the Brussels carousel. Right after Lake Combe, the Brussels carousel, downhill, off camber. Oh, I always mess that up. I either go too fast and shoot right by it, or I just completely miss the turn, or don't get the turn angle right. That's where I always lose my time. Every single race I've had here, I always lose my time right at that spot. There going into Pauholm. So as far as what the race director says, Bottas is going to be the only driver starting on mediums. Oh, sorry, Grosjean starting on mediums. No idea why. But, yeah. Everyone else is going to be starting on softs. And Bottas, of course, qualifying on the mediums. So, you know, good luck to him. Yeah, oh, I've skidded out so many times going up Eau Rouge in the wet. Not even funny. It's not even funny, man. So, the question is, do I pit on lap 8 or do I pit on lap 9? That's like the big question. Pit on lap 8, pit on lap 9. Obviously, soft medium is the strategy. I'm not even going to look at the soft hards. Soft medium is the strategy. We'll open it up. You know what? We'll pit on lap 8. And don't bother with the dotted lines because I can work the... There we go. Yeah, don't worry about the dotted lines because I can work the tire wear very well on this track. So, starting in 11th place, do you think I'll actually get up into the points? Do you think I'll push for top 5? Let me know in the chat before I get things going. But yeah, Spa, like, I love that, like, right in the middle of the season are all the tracks that I like. Spa, Monza, Silverstone, Austria, Canada. Bad start. Oh, bad start. He says bad start as he pushes up into 7th. Oh! I thought Norris and I were going to go flying into the barrier. I thought both Norris and I were going to go flying into the barrier there. I do love this track just because I love speed. I'm a man who wants to go fast. God, I gotta get past Stavolo before you pump it up to rich fuel. Brian, come on. You know this. You've driven this track enough. And yeah, just trying to mitigate the wheel spin, too. Trying to mitigate the wheel spin coming out of that chicane at the very end of the track is going to be a problem. No, I don't have MFD shortcuts. I'm fine with just getting right into the menu. I'm fine with just doing it in the menu. In fact, I've got it set to the voice commands too, so if I need to, I can just speak to Jeff and yell at him to shut up if I really want. But yeah, I can yell at him to box, I can yell at him for the weather forecast, change tires and whatnot. Like this. Weather forecast.
Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
See, simple. Hey, what's going on, Swankiest? Two-runner spots. Yeah, sometimes he doesn't get me the first time. Uh-oh, Verstappen and Ocon fighting in front of me. Oh, they touch, they touch.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
This is driver career, as I'm with Williams. My team career would be if I was doing my custom team. Verstappen getting eaten up by Ocon. Shit. Missed that. I'm going to get... I thought I was going to get a warning there. So I completely missed the apex of that turn. Oh, off track. God damn it. Got onto rich fuel mix a little too early. Alright, that's number one. Plenty of race left to go. I guess I could have... gone standard there instead of lean. Come on. Come on. Catch Verstappen. Damn it. Not fast enough. Yes, it is, bud. Apex 1, Apex 2, through Powhorn. Come on. Come on. There we go. Better turn around Stavolo than last lap. Yeah, it's definitely all about throttle control there, Swanky. Oh, like that. Can't do that. Alright, flashback number 1. 2 left in the chamber. But I mean, you could also let off a little. There's no shame in letting off the accelerator going up Radion. It's what I do most times. Yeah, I don't take it flat out all the time.
A new strategy is available on the MFD. Copy that.
Lap 10, no thank you. Going back, what made you stop? Just grew tired of it? Also, it ain't a Gendo race if I don't have a time penalty. I'm sure that's going to come around real soon. No, that's fair.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Hardest track I've played on, Monaco. Without a doubt, Monaco is probably the hardest track I've driven. Then I would probably say Vietnam. Yeah, Monaco requires balls of steel. But yeah, Vietnam definitely is up there after its inclusion this year. After that, I don't know, man. Well, it's like Monaco is out and out the hardest. Definitely not. Come on, catch the blue bomber. Yeah, I'm slowly catching up to him through the Kemmel Strait. Keyword there, though, is slowly. Yeah, I've done Monaco 100% in the wet, too. It's not fun. It took me almost 2 hours to get through it all. Yeah, I agree, Mikey. If I ever do 100% Monaco, it's going to be in the dry. I'm never going to do it in the wet again. Ever again. Was that the cow person that I just saw? Was that your name? Yeah, the cow person. Thank you very much for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well.
Lap, so push now.
Shit. Reading chat and driving at the same time. As bad as texting is driving. How's the not sucking going? Well, we've gotten a couple of wins so far with Williams. Both of them at France. So far this season, how many top 10s have we had? We just actually got a 4th place at Hungary earlier today. We got a 6th at Austria. If we want to take a look at last season, we had 59 points total, so not bad. And this year, the AI that is running Williams has decided to upgrade the chassis and aero to Spec 2, so I can build that out now instead of wandering aimlessly in the wastelands of developmental hell. Alright, but yeah, I am in fact going to be coming in and pitting.
You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident.
And you know what? I'm going to take it. I'm not going to use up one of my flashbacks for it. I will sit and take the time penalty. And yeah, this is season 3. So we've been getting better and better every year. First season we only had 5 points. Last season we had like 59, 61, something like that. This year we're a little off the pace of that, but as a car, I'm building the car better and better.
Go. Exit now. We're racing on the exit. Release, release. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Wow, some of these drivers actually choosing the hard compound. You're at Alfa Romeo Season 1 at Monaco. 1 win, 2 podiums. Very nice. Yeah, the whole reason why I chose Williams is because they're, of course, the worst team at the very start of the game. So that was the challenge of trying to turn them into a good team. Over the course of my 3 seasons, I have DNF'd 2 times. It's going okay, Jason. Can't complain. We pulled off a 4th place at Hungary last race. Oh, hey, we're back behind Verstappen. Your favorite driver, is it Kimi? Please say it's Kimi, because Kimi is my favorite driver. Actually, when Kimi retires, I'm going to change my allegiances to Daniel Ricciardo. But right now, Kimi is my favorite driver.
George is coming in for his stop.
Alright, back up into the top 5.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much
Top
longer.
10.
We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
Hey, Max is a very good choice, too. Speaking of, bye-bye, Max. Oh, shit. I was about to say, that's what Max gets for switching to the hard tires. I completely fuck up fucking Russell's carousel again. Like I said, I hate that turn, and I will always lose time at that turn. Giovinazzi still has not pitted yet, so that's a guaranteed spot. So I've got to mitigate everybody behind me because I have that 3-second time penalty. Yeah, when I first started playing F1 back in April, yeah, my first career mode was with Alfa Romeo. With Kimi, of course, as my teammate. Come on, Ocon. I don't know why I know why I turn off my overtake button going into Eau Rouge, because I don't want to go flying. I don't want to go flying off into the Belgian sky and miss Eau Rouge. So that's why I turn off my overtake button whenever I get to it. Alright, well, currently top 5, 3-second time penalty notwithstanding. I do hope to stay at least top 10. With the time penalty, I still hope to stay top 10. Starting P10 in Monaco. Nice. I have not yet qualified ahead of, like, 15th place in Monaco. Yeah, good luck, man. If you can, finish in the points, that's even better for you. And, like, I'm also riding on medium tires. Everyone else around me is on hards. I've got the faster tire. I just gotta put it to work. I gotta put these tires to work. Put this car to work, too. Get this engine running. Shit. Well, I say when I either overshoot it or go too fast into it, it leads to those lockups. I was gonna say, Wave Race 64, that's a pretty arbitrary and random game to think about. The one Wave Race game that I had for Game Boy. I had the Game Boy version of Wave Race. That was really tight blanch mod. Did not mean to do that. Definitely did not mean to take blanch mod that shallow. And for anybody coming on in that's still hanging around, watching, still gotta say thank you. Appreciate you for stopping on by and watch me try not to suck with Williams. If you would like to know more, my stream schedule is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I stream 5:30 p.m. Chicago time. That's when I go live. I pretty much will stream F1 all those days. With the exception of this Saturday, actually, because I'm going to be out of town. On Thursdays and Saturdays, I also stream iRacing Simulator because I run in oval leagues on there. So if you think that'll interest you, go and drop it a follow. I've got a Twitter and a Discord as well if you want to join up with the server so we can talk about motorsports, regular sports, and everything in between. Those are in the info boxes below. Coming up after Season 3, I will be putting this series on hold, and we'll be doing some party game stuff until the end of the year. Just to, have some fun during this festive holiday season. And because 2020 sucks a big fat one, so we might as well have some fun with it by the end of it. Stuff like Jackbox, maybe some Among Us, Fall Guys... Pummel Party, I think, is another one that was recommended to me. So like I said, just to have fun with you guys in the chat, as well as some of my crew, to give you some entertainment during this holiday season, and take a little bit of a breather from F1 after Season 3. Or as I like to call it, a palate cleanser. And then once the new year comes in, then we'll get right back into F1 Season 4 with Williams. Have I heard of use your words? Yes. I've definitely heard of that phrase before. I've also said that phrase before when it comes to people trying to speak. And getting caught up with, being tongue-tied. Or just not knowing what to say. No, why, Duck? Are you trying to tell me something? Oh, it's a... I did not know it was a game, no. I thought you were talking about the phrase. Alright, so as it stands right now, with the 3-second time penalty I have addressed to me, I would only be losing 1 spot, so I'll be dropping from 5th to 6th. But there are still 8 laps left to go in this race, so by the end of it all, I might very well have given myself a 3-second lead on Ocon behind me to keep my 5th place spot. Oh, got a little squirrely going up Radion there. That was a little scary. Duck, if you want to link it in the chat as well as Discord so I can look at it later, feel free. I assume it's something you can pick up on Steam, right? As with most everything. Bro, how am I beating Verstappen? How is Verstappen still hanging out behind me? I pass him once and he has not been able to mount a comeback. £10, 99. Okay, so it's like 15 bucks. If my conversion rate,
fuel to mix 2.
My conversion rate is right on me. It's probably like 14, 15 bucks. Oh shit! Oh. Alright, well, now we know the tires are getting a little slicker going up Eau Rouge. That was getting scary again. Oh, thank you very much for the compliment, bye-bye. Come on. See, that's the thing. This is like listening to team radio all throughout the race. And listening to the thoughts of the driver throughout the entirety of the race. Yeah, you don't get that in an actual F1 race at all. Sure, you get a little bit of the radio stuff. But sometimes you want more. Sometimes you need more. Come on. There we go. A little bit better hairpin there. So when you're safe, you have 63 days until your next game. Oh yeah, that's right, because there's a winter break in Denmark. I know, man. That's what I'm hoping for.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Like I said, there's this spot right here that I know I always lose time on. And then, of course, the bus stop chicane at the end of the lap. But yeah, Ocon is just within my range. He's just within that 3-second range to take that spot away from me. 5 laps left when we come to the line. Oh, Blanchemont. I don't know why I'm taking Blanchemont that shallow now. I will say this, I'm doing much better around the bus stop chicane. That's probably where I'm going to make up the time. I use my NOS at the very end, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Be like Vin Diesel or Paul Walker right there, just save that NOS right until the very end. Plus, actually, now that I have that 3-second time penalty levied against me, I can go off track 2 more times. Not that I want to, of course, but it resets the counter before I get another penalty. Like right there. Like I said, I didn't want that to happen, but hey, perfect timing for the example. There we go. Better Blanchemont this time around. The unfortunate thing is I've not really been able to catch Gasly.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Ramarito, thank you very much for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, honestly, the only thing that's a problem is I can't catch Gasly. I can't use him as like a pick. Or I can't even use him as a DRS train. Can't piggyback the DRS on him to get some speed, catch up to him, and all that jazz. Just get away from Ocon. ¿Cómo está usted, Ramarito? Bienvenidos a la stream. Bienvenidos a el stream? Or just bienvenidos el stream? I don't know, my Spanish is rusty. Spanish is very rusty. I didn't use a lot of DRS that time around. From Uruguay, nice. Well, welcome to my humble abode in Chicago, in the United States. Yeah, Alcon's catching up to me because I've not been using my ERS and my fuel mix all that well. So I am going to drop down to 6th by the end of the race. Whoa, what am I doing there? Holy shit. Bad times. Well, it is good. I do have 2 flashbacks left, because I don't want to have a 6-second time penalty. With 3 laps left to go here at Spa. Yeah, Alcon's pretty much got me.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
I hate to say it, but it was nice trying to beat out Ocon, but for the last couple of laps, he's just been pushing and pushing, and he's within that 3 seconds. I'm not going to be able to keep him off. Wow, Ocon with fastest lap. I mean, I could tell. Uh-oh. I could tell he was definitely fastest that last lap. He was just coming on strong the entire way. Yeah, I'm noticing that, Wolf. I'd still rather not have that happen. And there's Ocon in my rear view, thanks to that spin. There we go. Scenario 7 for 2 seconds. Only a meager 2 seconds. I honestly held my breath going over the line there. Oh, has that just been announced, Cal Person? Because when I went to stream, there was nothing announced. There was just rumors and speculation. But are you telling me, confirming to me, that Stoffel Van Dorn is in fact going to be the guy replacing Hamilton? He's officially on his way to Bahrain. He still has to pass the COVID test, obviously, but sounds to me like he is going to be the guy replacing Hamilton then.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
I know why Ocon wanted to fight. He wants to get that 5th place legitimately. But if he doesn't fight with me, he's going to get that 5th place regardless. Yeah, I think that the majority of people here in this chat wanted George Russell to replace him, without a doubt. But it's just a matter of fact that Williams would have had to have signed off on allowing him to make that car transfer for like a race or two. Anyway, cross the line, takes the checkered flag.
Take care of the car on the way in.
And we are finishing in 6th place. Not a bad session today. A 4th place at Hungary and a 6th place at Spa, and a 2nd consecutive driver of the day. Let's fucking go. Hamilton wins, LOL, correct.
On one of the all-time classic circuits, but they've persevered to take the win here today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think that's smart time management on track and very smooth driving, definitely.
Mercedes
Yeah,
are on
smooth
top
driving,
once
yes,
again
I
after an
agree.
excellent race weekend.
Hamilton 1,
It's great to
Bottas
see them
2.
up on
It's
that
another
podium once
shoey.
again.
As Daniel Ricciardo's on the podium again. Daniel Ricciardo getting more and more podiums as the years go on. It's another shoey. Alongside the Mercedes boys. The goal was to top 10 was obviously a goal of mine for pretty much every race that I wanted to this year. But on this track specifically, I wanted top 5. This track specifically, I wanted top 5. And if I didn't have that time penalty, I would have had it.
Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings.
So there you go. Hamilton, Bottas, Ricciardo, Gasly, Ocon, myself, Norris, Leclerc, Sainz, and Kvyat are your top 10. No points for Verstappen. No points for Albon. No points
This result narrows the gap
Vettel.
between our championship.
Once again, it's Red Bull are tumbling down, tumbling down. They have gotten 0 points for I think they've gotten a total of 0 points in 4 or 5 race weekends. So Red Bull this season have just been absolute trash. And I don't know why. It's got to be their car. It's got to be their engine. I mean, like I said, I passed Verstappen down the Kemmel Straight, and then he just never made his comeback on me. I don't understand it. So it's got to be their engine as to them being underpowered.
So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
And I'm slowly but surely pushing up my way to catch Red Bull. I'm now 25 points behind them. Man, can you imagine a season where Red Bull Racing is this far down?
I have to give it to O'Brien. They did a great job at getting them.
Can you imagine a season where Red Bull is that bad? I mean, we're imagining a season where Ferrari is that bad, so we can only imagine a season where Red Bull could be that bad.
You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy?
Aero package. Just got to big ups the aero department.
Your team must be ecstatic.
Like I said, just get this stuff done. Just move on.
Appreciate your time.
Nico Rosberg. I think Nico Rosberg is enjoying his retirement. As I would assume Mark Webber and Jenson Button would be enjoying their retirements too. Driver acclaim moving up slowly. Slowly but surely. So, alright, and it's just a very quick turnaround before we get into the Italian Grand Prix, but that is where we're going to be stopping for the day. Man, like I said, we're starting to turn the season results around. You just take a look at my results in particular. Yeah, that one gold number 1 standing out, of course, amongst everything else at France, but hey, a win is a win, and you'll take it any way that you can, at any price that you can, and any strategy that you can.